After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They'll run it with Pirine. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
LaMichael Pirine.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for 2nd in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be
complete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 59 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. QT now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Newton. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. From the red zone now, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught at the 20.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Henry Ruggs, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Yeah, the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jones.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
QT now from his end zone.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Newton. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Breida, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he lost, and he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Darnold. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Porter gusted, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well. Man, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be. 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, Newton. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got an open man, it's QT. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mitchell. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Breida is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Got an open man. It's Pringle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. To throw is Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Henry Ruggs, 81 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. QT now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Newton to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. Finding Schultz. And all the way to the opposite 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Darnold to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Second and 20. Darnold. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Falcons, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home